Alrighty, welcome everybody. We are live now. So, if you guys know, we had been doing the Friday night stream on a Thursday, but we're back on the Friday night stream again. Except it's the Friday day stream. So, yeah. And really quick, what we're gonna do is we have to go in here quick and turn that down. So, welcome. We are what we're gonna be doing today is, well, we have some soybean harvest to finish, guys. But what we did do is we finished up this field right next to our place. So here's our farm, guys. We have this field right here, which has soybeans on it. That's just for tilling. I have finished the harvest on this. We worked all through the night. We said we were going to stop. We just went through the night. Right here's corn. And then we just bought on the stream last night this field right here, which also has soybeans. So what we're going to do right now is we have to unload this tractor and the gravity wagons into the bins. And then we're going to bring the truck down here and the combine, the tractor and the combine and the header truck, and we're gonna harvest this quick, and then we're gonna get back up, and hopefully by 12 o'clock we'll have that field done, and we'll be moving on to corn. So, alrighty, well, let's get to work. So we have to just open up this bin because this tractor's been warming up. There's our cornfield over there. Now fire this tractor up. And as you guys can tell, it's snowing. At the area that we are, our harvest time gets a little bit into the winter. So you really have to get going on it, because once it gets too cold, then your crops are all dead and not worth anything. So yeah, we're having to give it a little bit of a rush. What we did have happen, though, which is a good thing, is our bank is gonna allow us to pull out about another 100 grand in loans, which that's good and bad, because already $1,405,000 in debt. But paying off we have to pay off the fields that we just bought and some of our equipment. Ooh. So that's why we're in debt that much. It's because of our fields and some equipment. But things like that windmill and stuff are paying off. So, because those also are big debts, are the windmill and stuff like that. This brand new tractor, we got to pay that off, and then we just have to pay off the windmill and stuff in the new fields. And combine headers and stuff. But what we're thinking about doing is, if a new combine doesn't come up for sale soon, or a used one come up for sale soon, we're going to end up buying a new one. I know it's probably not the best idea, but I don't really have a good plan right now. I need a new combine. That way I can keep up with this harvest. And then, because we have the horsepower, because we have 2 tractors, so if we got 2 combines, we'd be able to get this done much quicker. So, in this field right here, once you get to those long stretches, you get literally 2 miles an hour up the hill, which is what was killing us. Which I'm really wishing I had bought that case combine, but I didn't, so oh well. There was a case one that went for sale. I should have bought it. I didn't. That's my bad. And I did have to refuel the fuel trailer, so normally it only takes around 2 tanks, and we're already on to our second one, so we're right on track. But alright. So we're going to take this truck, and we're going to bring it over to the field. So we have to go down this road here, and then we got to go down the highway a little bit by the church, and right next to the church is our field. So we're gonna set the combine up, but we're gonna have a driver hop in the combine and start combining these soybeans, and then we're going to go back and we're gonna grab the gravity wagons and the tractor, and we'll bring that over. And here we are. This is our field right here. So this is the field that we have to do. Soybeans are ready to be harvested, so we gotta go bring the combine over there. We just shut the thing off, so it's still warm. We're ready to go. We're definitely going to be using this combine a lot this year. So today is the second to last day of soybean harvest, I think. Check on here, we go down here to soybeans, and second to last day, and then we have one extra day to do corn. So we want to have all of our soybeans done, and we want to be working on corn by the end of the day. And if we're not going to be able to do corn. We're gonna not be having enough time to finish it, because once we get going on corn, we're going good, but it just takes a while to do that one cornfield. So hopefully we're gonna fly through this field over here pretty quick, because it's pretty small, so should have it done in a decent amount of time. I think it's going to be most of our time in transporting our vehicles right now. As you guys can tell, we're racking up some hours on this combine. We got 8.6 on this already. And, well, we're only, this is our second year of using this machine, so we've definitely put a lot of hours on it. So we got to get another one later. That way we can speed up our harvest time. Because right now I think it's harvest that needs to be worked on, is how quickly and how productively we can harvest our crops. Because if we can do that quicker, then we should be able to cover more acres. Because we can do around 150 acres right now a day, roughly. So probably a little bit more than that, but that's about all we can do a day. So if we can get that up and double it, so if we got 2 combines and we can do double the amount of area a day, then we can buy some more fields. But we only want to run as many fields as we can handle. Ooh, this is gonna be tricky. We're gonna try to not have to move the truck. What? Okay, well, I don't know why that did that. So it's 7 o'clock right now. I'm gonna say it's 7:30. It's like 7:11, but we're gonna call it 7:30. So here we go. I'm gonna go right along the side here. Alrighty. Gotta fire up this machine. I'm gonna throw our caution lights on now. I don't think we need both of these gravity wagons. So we're actually gonna go down the hill here, drop the one off, because if we have to, we can just dump it at the co-op. This soybean field we're gonna dump at the co-op. This new field that we just bought is gonna go to the co-op. We're not gonna keep it in our bins because we need a little bit of cash, and then we can use that cash to pay off a little bit of our loans right now, and then we'll get a rough estimate on how much money we're making on the field. And we'll see if we want to buy another field, because right now we have the money to buy another field if we pull out a loan. It's if we pull a loan, we'll have the money. Alrighty, on the road again. So we go to the Suncor Co-op, which is right next to field 39 and 38 at the bottom right corner of the map. It's that big housing area and warehouse. And there's a yellow blob. That's a big corn pile. So yeah, that's where we go to deliver our corn and some of our soybeans. Soybeans, we kind of just go wherever the price is good. But I'm looking at field 22 right now, guys. I'm thinking about buying field 22. I'm also looking at 37 and 36 and 30. But right now, I'm just going to be looking at buying 22. It's a little bit farther away, but it's a smaller field that we can afford. I don't know though, because I'm thinking about buying more on this side over here. That way I'll already be closer to my field over here, instead of having one way over here, one way down there, and then two by the farm. It just makes more running around, so why not buy some closer? These ones right here I'd love to buy. These huge ones. Worth a lot of money though. Alrighty. So he's on his second row, I think. It's way back. So you guys can tell it's a small little field. Can turn our flashers off now. And drive over here quick. We don't want to get in his way. We got to make sure this guy can stay running. We can't stop him for anything right now. And we'll stay in here. And we're going to leave that off. That way we don't have engine hours on it. So right now we've been looking at buying a new harvester. One of these came for sale for I think 200,000. It was like 150, 200,000. I should have bought it because this is a big combine. I didn't. I'm not happy that I didn't. I really wish I did, but oh well. What the combines that we're looking at buying right now is we have this one right here. But we're looking at buying a newer one because this is a little bit older. We're looking at buying a little bit newer one. This is somewhat of the same machine. It's a little bit newer. I'm looking at one of these because this is a newer machine, and it is a nice one. So I'm looking at buying this one. It has a 547 horsepower. This one's only 230. So this is gonna be burning a little bit more fuel, but I think it'd be worth it. So that he would have the number 2 on in this one because this would be our second combine. I think yeah, we could put this on it. If I don't only put this on it if it was a demo machine that we were using, but I mean it does look kind of cool. So we could put this on it if we wanted. But I'd probably just buy one looking just like this. That's what we do. We'd have a foldable ladder. It would be a 2022 model too. You know, we'd buy a new one if we were buying it already like this. We'd want the newer model. So these are the tires that we'd have on it probably. Those would be flipped around. So I'm looking at these. We might buy it, we might not. And we may buy just another one of these machines. This one's 230, 240. We'd probably end up buying one of these. It's 323 horse. Now we'd probably end up buying the same model right as of right now because our farm's still pretty small. It's a big farm that we're running now, but it's still pretty small for equipment. It's 8 o'clock right now. I'm gonna try and have the field done by 11. Have all of our equipment moved back by 12. So that's going to give us a little bit of time to get the field done. And as you guys can tell, this is nothing. This is just a little field. There's some big lights right there. Looking at fields though. So we're gonna have a little bit of cash here in a minute. That wouldn't be a bad one, but in here would get interesting. So right now what I'm thinking about doing is, since we have to drive from here all the way down, all the way over to here to do this field, that's okay, because this one I can just come here, dump it, instead of going all the way back down to here. Which I'll probably later, since this is a soybean field, I'll probably bring it all the way down to here if I keep it as soybeans. But I'm thinking about making this a corn field and then just taking this over here and dumping it. But how small it is, that's my thing. Is corn, you make a lot of money, but you gotta have a big field. Like, this is a good soybean or corn field. This is a nice soybean field. It is good as corn, but this soybeans makes us more money. So I'm thinking we'll leave this as a soybean field, and then we'll just bring it right in here and sell it. Because the soybeans during harvest time, everybody's selling them. So the price isn't actually all the way down. It's actually at a decent sell spot, because some people sell, some people keep them. And a lot of people like to buy soybeans and stuff when they're fresh before the winter. So instead of having them in the bins, the companies like to buy them. So maybe. But I was looking at it and I was like, okay, we have this field right here, we have this field, we have this one right here. I would like to buy more closer to this, but we could buy this field, and if we didn't, we could always buy this one over here, and then this one in the trees over here, we could put another solar panel, or not solar panel, but windmill or something else up. But I was looking at the price, it's 700,000. That one's 500,000. And they're like 70 and 50, but this one is cheaper. It's not as big. I think it's not as big, but it's still a good size to go up and down a little bit and get it done. We could buy this one right here. Then these three we can put in the bins. We have corn, and we could do corn. It'd be corn, and then this would be soybeans, and if we bought this one later, it'd be soybeans, and then we'll have this one down here for soybeans. And I'd love to buy these fields later, right here, this one and this one, and then buy this one, then later on probably buy that one. I'm not sure, just because it's in a bad spot, and we could buy that one later. And we'll have this whole area to do. I mean, later on we could buy these. I'm thinking about buying this one though. It's only 238,000. It's small though. I'd have to harvest this a couple years just to get my money out of it. Although this one, if I want to sell it, I can still sell it for 207. So technically I could sell this right after I harvest it and still make a good amount of money. So alright, well, this, I don't know if we want to hook this one up to the disc. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna go hook this to the disc, that way when we get back into our planning next year, we'll already have one disked up. That way it's less to disc. Because this is one of our big fields, so it only gets about almost. It really gets about 2.5 gravity wagons full of soybeans. That's all this one can really do, this field. But it's still a pretty big size field, so soybeans you don't really get a lot. Sorry about that, we had some sirens going. So the combine, don't tell me this thing's already getting low on fuel. I don't want to stop the driver in it, but... Okay, yeah, I saw it on the monitor. I was like, oh, wait a minute, are we getting low on fuel already? But no, we're good. Okay. This disc, it's still up. I don't know if I should buy it or not. It's like telling me to buy it. I already have one though, so we're gonna wait. Next year we're gonna buy a bigger one because it's only a 260 one. We're gonna buy a bigger. Oh wow, some stuff just sold. We're gonna buy a bigger disc. We're gonna upgrade our disc a little bit because we already have the horsepower for a bigger one. Well, we don't have a comfortable horsepower, but we have enough horsepower in this tractor to do it. It's just a waiting game now, waiting for the harvester. Okay, so right now I am thinking about it. We could sell our John Deere 8110 and buy a bigger one, an 8R right now if we wanted. Or we can keep this one, use it for a couple more years, and then sell it. But it's not going to be worth as much. Thinking about this, I don't know which one I should, or what I should do with it. So we now have 9 hours on the combine, and we have 9.7 hours on the 8110. We bought this tractor and the combine at the same time, but this thing is definitely being used. My truck's only got 3, and this tractor's only got 4. But this time next year, this one will probably have about 10 hours on it. I'm gonna try and not use this tractor as much, because I would love for it to stay as new for as long as it can, but it's gonna be having to be used. It is a nice machine, I have to say. I really like this new tractor. So it's 9 o'clock now. We have 2 hours before we need to be done with the field, and we're about halfway done. So we do have to pick up the speed a little bit, but we're going to empty him. I'm going to pull the tractor out onto the road here. I'm gonna hop in this. And that other little field, I am really wanting to get some fields right now. Some more fields, the more we can plant, the more we can grow, and all that other stuff. I would like to buy that field. Thing is, if we do buy another field, we will need to buy semis, because running it, we can do it with the tractor, running the grain carts back and forth, but if it's less wear on the tractors and those gravity wagons, by just buying a semi that we can haul the grain back and forth with, and then we can just use like a auger wagon to go back and forth with from the field. I think that'd be a little bit more efficient and less wear on the machines. Really quickly. Field 43 caught my eye. I like field 6, but I would have to own that to get to it, because I have no way of getting to this field without going through their property. Unless I cut through there. That's a lot of work. But field 43 caught my eye, and it's right next to 46. Doesn't have anything planted though. It's just cultivated. Need a field that'll make me money right now. Some things about it. 22. It doesn't look like a bad field. I want to go look at this one, because I could go back and forth with the combine down this and harvest it. Field 22. I do like 20. I don't know if I like 25. Actually, it's a little. It's 300,000. That's 600. From 300 to 600, and it's not that much. It is bigger, but I don't know about how much. This one's 238. 800. 238, and that one's 552. I do think we should save. We're going to save our money and buy 28 later. That's what we'll do. Just because of how much of a drive it is over here. Although it would bring us out here into the countryside a little bit more. combine, if we were turning around, would not be able to turn around right there. It could, not very easily though. Yeah, we're not buying this one. That's not illegal at all. No cop, no stop. That's a nice John Deere. So I think I'm going to save, and we're going to buy this one over here. Doesn't have anything planted on it right now, which is actually surprising, unless he already has harvested and tilled it up. So it's 10 o'clock now, and we're going to have about 1 hour left. Well, it's almost 10, so we'll have about an hour left to harvest up this field. Which, that's just our goal, is to have it done by 11. Which it looks like we're going to make it on time, but it's going to be really, really close. It's a massive combine. It's a big boy right there. I'm seeing a 75% yield bonus throughout the entire field right now. $449 in wage payments. Oh man, we gotta get this snow away. Here's church. Here's the entrance. It's kind of weird, it's on this side, so you gotta walk around it a little bit to get to it. I bet it's locked. Yep. Locked it up. I'll hop the fence quick. Back to the field. So, almost here with that. So I think what we're gonna do is, well, we have to do this. Gotta cross our fingers that we get this up to be refueled. And we made it. That's another thing with this tractor, is it burns fuel and quick. Although it was doing some disking, which this is a pretty heavy disc. Just so you guys can see how worn out this disc is getting. It's got metal showing all over it. It's at 20% damage. So we're gonna finish up harvest here with the combine. We're gonna go take over, finish this up a little bit. About 10:30, so we have 30 minutes left to finish up that. Well, in-game 30 minutes. So we gotta finish it up quickly. And we gotta unload this and get this thing back up the hill to start our corn harvest. that's the last of our soybeans for harvest. It's the last for soybean harvest right here. And there we go. Right here. It's the last of our soybeans. And we're done. That's a field down. It's 10:46. So I wouldn't say that we're ahead of schedule yet, because we also have to get back and get everything hooked up for a corn harvest. And everything's strapped down on this. So we'll pull that up to there. That way we have room to get through. And we're going to bring the combine back right now. The combine's going to go back. We're going to hook up the corn head. And we're going to start on corn harvest. And we're going to bring that down to the co-op and sell that grain. And then we'll bring the truck back with the header. And by the time we've done that, we should have to unload the combine. We also got to put fuel in the combine. So this thing does love its fuel. Loves its diesel. That's for sure. We are good to go. So next spring we gotta bring this combine down and we're gonna have it serviced. Or either bring it down to the dealer and have it serviced, or we're going to have to buy some tools and start servicing it here ourselves. Just going to cost a little bit more to buy the stuff, but after we buy it, we should be able to do it by ourselves and save some money on fuel and stuff from going down. In time, we'll save, so... Yeah, I should probably let the engine sit for a little bit and cool, just because it's been running for, no joke, a day straight. It's stopped for putting some fuel in it, but it's never even been shut off when we were putting fuel in it. It probably should have, but it's been running. Because we throw some fuel in it quick and then we just let it go. We gotta get going. It's 11. We have 12 o'clock. We have to be starting our corn harvest. So I'm gonna try and be a little bit ahead of our harvest right now. Hey, I'll shut it down for a second. But we're gonna be trying to be a little bit ahead on corn harvest. I don't want to be stuck in snow. Come on. There we go. Make sure everything's out of the way of the header. That way we can just quick attach and go. Okay. Alrighty. So it's about 11:30 now. So we're not really ahead of schedule anymore. Y'all did not see that. Nothing happened here. For some reason we weren't turning very quickly at all. Alrighty, and we're down here at the field. It's 11:40, I'm gonna say. Oh, there we go. I start combine up now. And the first bit of corn harvest. Oh, gotta switch it. There we go. Now corn harvest. Had to just switch the thing over from corn, or from beans to corn. So this is the field that you can tell it's long. This is our big field. This is the one that we need to pay off. We're just going along the field. We got to get over to the end here, and then we're going to start going back and forth and working our way to the other side. This field, it takes a while. So if we start it early, then we'll be able to get it all done. This one takes a while to do, so we gotta start on this one early. It would be nice if we had 2 combines. I could have sent 1 combine. Alrighty, I'm gonna go bring this down to the co-op, and then we're gonna go over and get working on that field. No cop, no stop. Throw our hazards on here, and we're off. I'm going as fast as I can go, guys. Don't quite remember how to go through here. I remember I went onto this scale, and then there's a turn that you have to make. Just don't remember quite where it is. Okay, we're good. The nice thing about this place is they have when you sell your grain. Okay, I think it is this turn. But when you sell your grain, they will already put the money into your bank account, so you don't have to take a check, go to the bank, and all this other stuff. That just takes forever. They put it right in through your account, and you can see how much your tractor weighed before, after, all that stuff. Some reason I can't unload. I'm gonna go backwards into it. So that's weird. So for soybeans, it's the other one. I think it's the other one. As you guys can tell, I'm definitely touching the wall. Touching the wall, alright. Alright, we're gonna go through the other one quick. Doing this very realistically. That's produce, these are sales. Corn's in the produce one, that was my bad. It's a really bad time to be selling soybeans. Holy cow. It's only $1,000 right now for the bushel. $21,000. Okay. That's the estimated for that. After I go through the scale. Good to go. Alright, 21 in the bank. And pay off $20,000 of loans. So that's not going to be bad. Can't complain about paying off $20,000 with the loans. So I think we're gonna save, and then we're gonna save our money after next spring or something like that. We're going to we're gonna buy another field. I don't know about next spring or what, but we're gonna buy another field soon, and then after that we're gonna have to buy another combine. I'm gonna try and buy a used combine next year, another used one. We should have a couple go for sale, so I'll buy a used one. Make us a little bit of money using that combine. And then after that we'll have to buy a bigger tractor. This is a good 7R, but I need something big. So right now I'm wondering if corn does better at the ethanol plant. As you guys can tell, he's already getting close to full. So this is the nice field because it's pretty flat and they can just set their speed and go. So we're going to use this corn as a test, and we're going to go try and fill the other bin up. It's like tight in here. It's a lot tighter than it used to be last year going through here. Uh-oh. All right. And we're off. So I'm gonna head up here. We're gonna go take the soybean header and we're gonna put that away in a little bit, but we gotta take the fuel trailer first. This would be nice if I had another truck, but we only need one for most of the year. It's just when we get onto this cornfield. It's all hands on deck. So I think what we're gonna do is we are gonna take this header, we're just gonna wash it and put it away. It'll be another couple minutes before I'll have to unload them. So we pressure wash it and then we service it throughout the winter. So it'll be good. Wash the trailer off a little bit. So I'm debating whether I should put it in here or in the other place. Thinking I could put the header in sideways right across here. Put the combine straight in. It's gonna be tight. We also have this sprayer in here though. You know what? We'll take the header. We'll see if we can fit the header right in here. Try and pull the whole truck through and just put the header right in here. That's what we'll do. And then when we have the combine, we can take it and we can put the other header right across here. And then we'll have enough room for everything else. We're gonna go the other way. Let's just see if it fits first. If it does, we're gonna go the other way in. That way we can pull it straight out. She's tight, but she'll fit. This is gonna be fun trying to put it in the on the other side, because this is a very tight area over here. I need the trailer almost straight. Yeah, I'm not making this turn. I might have to back it in on the other side. Now we're running into a problem over here. I have to cut my wheel that way. I think that's in pretty good. It's definitely in pretty good. Alright. Shut this one over here. Can't get that to come undone. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, we're off again. So I'd like to take 2 gravity wagons to the co-op. But I want to be at least 100,000 liters of corn in the bin. So once we get 100,000 bushels, we're going to well, let's see what we have for soybeans first. I don't think I have much on soybeans. Probably should have saved some of my. I have 62,000 soybeans, so we're doing pretty good. For this one field, we have 62,000, so that's not bad. I'd like to get it up to 100. That's a lot of work, but we could do it. So we gotta go get the 8110 fueled up, and we're gonna hook it up to the auger. We're gonna bring it over to this bin, the middle bin there, and we're going to start filling that one up. Alrighty, well, guys, we do have to save a little bit for the Friday night stream. This one was during the day. Gotta do a little bit tonight, so I'm gonna fuel this up quick, and then I'll see you guys later. Gotta have a little bit of stuff to do tonight. We gotta finish up that cornfield, and we're gonna get this moved over. So, alrighty. If you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you